And I'm Missy.
And
we're two P's in a podcast. Our second episode.
Deuce here.
So, the funniest thing. I just got back in town and, we scheduled to record tonight. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, I'm going to just keep on what I had on. Look at this. We're like coordinated and we didn't even try.
Right. Look at us. Look at us doing it.
You're doing a little bit too much. Yeah.
Oh,
you're giving it up though today.
You can't really. I love by the moon.
Well, my shirt says drunk friends matter.
But I live by the sun.
Oh, okay. I'm a moon child. Did you know that? Cancer.
Oh, really?
We're moon children.
I'm
yeah.
sun.
You a son?
Sunbeam.
You a son of a gun.
Yes.
So what is today's safe word today? We need to pick a safe word.
Another safe word.
Safe word. Beach. Since I just came from the beach.
Okay, and I'm going to the beach
next
week.
Well, she went to a nice beach too.
I'm going to Greece, y'all.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to be going to Greece.
Are you on the Santorini with the white?
I am not. Brianna is going to go there for her birthday, but there was something where we was trying to get it as one of our excursions, so she's going to go and do the whole photo shoot thing and stuff there. But
you're not going to Santorini?
No, we're not going to go to that because when we go there, you have to take a ferry there, and the ferry only goes once a day or something, so we can't get back. So you can go to Santorini, but we'd have to stay overnight.
So why don't you just stay overnight?
You got $1,000?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Where Brianna sleeping?
Where her boyfriend is he's already gotten them a hotel.
Oh,
okay. They're planning this trip for, just for them to go and do a little romantic.
Hold it. They planned this trip for them to?
No, that part of the excursion for them too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, hey, honey, I am cool with staying wherever we staying. I don't know.
Are you going to do a Baywatch video?
No. Only you do Baywatches.
Me, Bo Derek, and Pamela Anderson Lee.
Yeah, well. Yeah, y'all the only Baywatchers. Of course, I could probably do one today.
I didn't do one this. I just went to Myrtle Beach. I'm not flying off to Greece, but I went to Myrtle Beach and I didn't even do a video. I didn't do a Baywatch video. If you follow me on Facebook, then you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say Baywatch video. It's like a slow motion video in my bathing suit, and I just. But anyway, so our safe word today is beach.
Beach.
Because I just came from the beach and she's going to the beach. Mm-hmm. So, okay. What's the topic for today?
The topic for today is I do, but you don't.
Ooh, what is that about?
Yes.
So basically this topic is about, for example, I am not vegan, but somebody else might be vegan. So you know how people kind of look down on other people who live outside of their lifestyle. So that's basically what this episode is about. It's really about judging other people when you really look at the totality of it.
Correct.
Because what's good for me may not necessarily be good for you, but because it's good for me, I'm trying to make you. Oh, but you know what? I'm really guilty of this. Oh my! I just had like an epiphany. I'm really guilty of this. Mm-hmm. But it works out usually for the other person.
How so?
Because okay, some people call me bossy, and I don't think I'm bossy. I just think I'm the person with good ideas. That's it. And I like to share my ideas. That's it.
Okay.
But sometimes I'm judgy. In a nice way, though. Because I'm really not a judgmental person. I reside in a no-judge zone. But I am sometimes forceful in articulating my beliefs.
I can agree with that to a certain extent.
I bet you she would.
I surely can.
But, okay, so, like, when you became pescatarian, you didn't say, oh, Missy, you need to become a pescatarian. You need to stop eating meat. Like, you've always had an alternative dietary lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's certain things you did not eat. Period.
Right.
Which was odd to me. It was because usually people don't eat pork. But she ate pork. She didn't eat beef. Right.
Well, let me tell you how that came about.
Tell me.
So when I had my first son, I was watching it was like a 2020 special or something, and there was this episode where they were talking about beef and like ground beef and how it wasn't good for you. With something happened where there was like this big mass production of ground beef, and it was tainted, and so they were feeding the beef to the kids or something, and like little kids were like dying from eating like burgers and stuff from this tainted meat.
Well, time out. I have not had a burger my whole vacation. I plan to go get me a nice greasy burger after this, and then you lead off with that.
Well, that was years ago.
Okay.
But at any rate, it scared the heebie-jeebies out of me because my son was 3 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And, we would go and do the Happy Meal thing. And so I said, oh, we're no more of that. And no more
Happy Meal?
Like when you go to McDonald's and you take your kid, he would get a burger. And so it scared me because of the children. The children.
Okay. But what country was this?
The United States, girl.
I ain't never heard this.
This happened in the United States. I promise you.
Where kids was dying from ground kids only?
No, it wasn't that. What it is the kid's system, their immune system wasn't able to fight off the bacteria that was in the ground beef. So the ground beef that they were grinding up.
Was this a documentary issued by Purdue, perhaps?
No, it was issued by 2020. Whoever they handle, whoever they handle. Maybe 2020 was beefing with somebody and they say, hey, let me put this.
Well, why didn't I get that memo? Because I've always been a burger eater. Like,
you probably didn't watch that episode of 2020.
But I'm thinking it would have been on the news to let the masses know.
Oh my God. It was on 2020. That's 2020 ain't the news. No. What happened was
2020 is for people. I think
it might have been like somewhere like in Ohio or something.
2020 is for people who ain't got nothing to do on a Friday night.
Well, clearly I didn't have nothing to do
on
that
Friday
Thursday
night or Tuesday night.
Whatever night that was. Or whatever it was. Because, these things happen to me and that's how I end up.
What night 2020 come on?
I don't know.
I think it's Friday night.
Probably so.
Did 2020 still come on?
I don't know. Let's check it out.
I know what's not 2020. My eyes.
What? These are mine.
Honey, I'm going blind. It is no joke. And I've been like seeing all my life, like 2020 vision.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, the doctor told me my eye was so bad I gotta go see a specialist. I gotta remind myself to make that appointment.
Really?
It could have been because I was waiting on them and had to look at my phone for like 20 minutes straight, but I'm not worried about it. Okay, so back to
so at any rate, I just completely stopped. We went cold turkey. No more beef, no more this, no more that. Now the caveat to that was that it was the ground, because it was ground and the bacteria was grounding up in it. But they were saying like the steaks weren't bad because the steak was already, the meat is sliced, but on a steak you're cooking both sides of the steak. So I guess you.
You know what? I remember this. I remember this. Okay, I do. I remember something about a little boy eating raw burger.
Was the burger raw?
Yeah. Because
well,
my burgers are well done. When I
go
to McDonald's,
when the boy went to, I'm gonna tell you, the boy went to Jack in the Box and he got sick. He died. Well, that was years ago.
Did we ever have Jack in the Box around here?
No, I don't care. We had it now. We had Roy Rogers and everybody else. They had ground.
They still got Roy Rogers up northern Maryland, northwestern Maryland, western Maryland.
Yeah, there's one in Bowie or Gambrels. No, not Bowie. Gambrels. Crofton.
Like Crofton?
Crofton, yes.
Ooh, I should ride out there. Roy Rogers got the best meaty burgers. Hold it. We are really off.
Okay, so getting back to that. So this is how, which is also, see, I watch stuff. I watch too much stuff.
Yeah.
And when I watch stuff, then I just get
very
intrigued.
overreact.
And not overreact. I get intrigued, and then I'm researching, and I'm looking, and I'm. Hence the reason how I became a pescatarian. Now, how did I become a pescatarian?
Dr. Sabi said so.
No, not because. Well, I was already on the Dr. Sabi kick. Yes, I do kind of follow Dr. Sabi, and I do believe in it.
I eat pineapples.
They killed him.
And I'm never going to stop eating pineapples.
Dr. Sabi.
Pineapples are good for you.
Dr. Sabi, they don't eat pineapples. Dr. Sabi don't eat broccoli. Dr. Sabi, they don't eat corn. It's a lot. He don't want me to eat anything, really. But I digress. But anywho, I was watching a documentary on something came up on probably on my Facebook ad or something, and I started watching this video, and it was saying how poultry was causing people to have all these stomach issues and stuff was going on. So I said, hey, I've always had stomach issues. I have always had digestive issues. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to stop eating meat. And that's it. I'm not doing it no more. I'm going to stop eating meat. Stop eating chicken. Just like that cold turkey. Now, once I did realize that my stomach was less bloated. It was less gassy. I felt much better in my stomach area. So that's why I'm still here with that. Who wants stomach issues when you don't have to?
Me.
Have them.
Me. I just like to eat, dude. I do like to eat.
Well, I know you like to eat. When you stop eating when the doctor tell you not to eat. So
I know I'm not supposed to eat popcorn, but I love
And she
popcorn.
keeps eating popcorn. What is that?
And had a flare up in Jamaica. But hey. I saw an episode, a documentary like that on HBO one time. It's about chicken. Mm-hmm. And I stopped eating chicken for 3 whole days.
Praise ye. 3 days.
3 days,
chicken fast.
Or day 3, I was like,
you had to go get some
I gotta go to Popeyes. I gotta go somewhere. But yeah, so why is that? I mean, I guess when I'm doing it, I'm just trying to better someone's life or improve something that they're trying to do. But people don't always take it as, the goodwill gesture. They usually take it as I'm being bossy or whatever. But
telling people that
over it, though.
They can't come on road trips because they don't eat meat.
No, that's not what I said. I didn't say you can come on road. I just said eat where we eat. That's all. That's what I said. Eat where we eat. And you still ended up eating where we ate. So who was right now? Who was right?
Not by choice.
But you had to eat.
Well.
Oh, excuse me.
If we would have found a nice restaurant that had something for
we went on our way back from Ohio. Oops. Ohio. Ground beef. It's all coming full circle now. Shout out to
Jeffrey Osborne, who stood us up.
Can y'all see this? My glass.
It's a little blurry.
Oh, you can't see it, but shout out to my girlfriend, D. Lively. You really can't see it. Oh, these are glasses from her son's.
Oh, you can see better when you go far back.
Go far back. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Hey, JoJo. Her son JoJo, she has these glasses made for his birthday /prom. So, cheers to Dawn and JoJo and the Washingtons and the Livelies. Yeah, the whole group, the Ford. All right. So why are we judgmental? What where does that come from? Is it something that is really negative? Or is it just someone trying to share a better way?
Okay, so judgmental and the topic of what's saying I do but you don't. They're kind of the same but kind of different. Judgmental to me is when you are saying that, or you are saying that a person is a certain way because they don't do a certain thing, or that they do a certain thing. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So if you're saying like, oh, like for instance, when Keisha's
back,
I'll say this. I didn't drink. I'm not a drinker. I've never been a drinker. Never been a real drinker. Now, my college days, everybody can say, oh, I know you drink in college. I did partake in college, but not in hard liquor. Never that. Always champagne. What was my drinking? Coolers. I drank coolers in college, and I drank champagne. Asti Spumante. Mm-hmm. So, to me, that's when I say I drink. That was a drink. Going to the club. I used to, back in the day, may have like one drink or something like that. But I'm really not a drinker.
I didn't start drinking until I was in my 30s. Like, well, in my 30s. I used to drink like you. I would drink, like, if we go to a cabaret or something, I would buy a bottle of Moet. Because Moet has always been, look, slide over a little bit. Moet has always been like one of my favorite drinks. But I wasn't a drinker. I didn't really start drinking until I was in my 30s and had my skate club.
You were a late bloomer.
Yeah, I was. But I bloomed in other ways.
And I didn't.
Okay, so go ahead.
Yeah. So when people would find out that I didn't drink, they looked at me like I had 2 heads. And I'm like, no, I don't drink. So here's the thing. One time in college, I had too much Asti Spumante. Okay. And I may have been a little bit mouthy, just a little bit mouthy.
For the record, I don't think you need alcohol to be mouthy. So let's move on. Don't blame it on the alcohol.
Blame it on the goose. Got me feeling loose.
I don't think it was the alcohol.
Well, I blamed it on the alcohol because I may have said some things that I may have wanted to say truthfully without the alcohol.
Oh, so it was truth serum.
It was some truth serum. Mm-hmm. Somebody said some things to some people that really I should not have said. And then afterwards, when I thought about it, my conscience kind of felt so bad. Like, why'd you say such a thing? Why would you do that? And I didn't like that person that I was that night. Oh. And so...
So you're a mean alcoholic.
Well, I was. I realized that I was.
And I just love everybody.
Right.
I love everybody and go to sleep.
Yeah, and that's why... and that's why I stopped drinking.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yep. The next day, the girl called me out on it.
Wow.
And she told me, and some of the stuff she told me that I said, I was like, I didn't say that. And she said, yes, you did. I said that?
I never
and I felt, when I say I felt so tremendously bad about it, I quit. I quit drinking. So the next weekend when it came party time and everybody was like, "We gonna party, what are we? Girl, hey, you want something?" I was like, I don't want none. And that's why I stopped drinking.
Now I probably speak more truth when I'm sober. When I'm drunk, I'm sorry, I don't get drunk. I'm just a little tipsy. Very rarely do I get drunk, but I do like to sip, and sipping sometimes turns into tips. So sip and tip. One, I grew up in church, and my parents, we had a very, traditional Christian home. We didn't have alcohol in the home. We didn't have cigarette or smoking in the home. We didn't cuss in the home. Mm-hmm. So for years, I didn't smoke, cuss, or drink.
Mm. You were good little church girl.
So I would go to clubs, and literally, like, a guy was like, "You want a drink?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll get a ginger ale or orange juice." My girlfriend Esther, though, we used to go to the chapter or the Mirage every Thursday. So we would get a bottle of Moet at the club and stand at the end of the bar. And I would pour one glass, and that one glass would last me all night long. Mm-hmm. But I will say this. I remember when we started kind of hanging out, and you would have your Pepsi or your Mountain Dew. Mm-hmm. And I was like, "You don't want to drink? You don't want to drink?" And sometimes she'd be sitting around, because she got some judgy eyes too. So she would be sitting around looking judgy.
But I wasn't judging.
Your eyes were saying you were judging. Your eyes were saying, "You drunks, you heathens.
I was not.
You AA members in the making."
I promise you, I was not judging. But she always was like, "No judgment zone! No judgment zone!" And I'm like, "I'm not judging."
She really stopped judging when she started drinking. And she became a more happy Tyra. Judgy eyes was gone. Judgy eyes was gone. And she'd be like, "Leave that, flip that." She still do it with my hookah, though. She be acting like the hookah choke. But
I do this when she blow her smoke out. I do just and blow it.
Yeah, and it's just vape. It's not even smoke. But I just learned that, or I just believe that everyone is accountable for their actions to whomever. If it's to God, to their parents, to their friends, to their employer, whoever. Now, my children may say I'm judgy or judgmental, but when I'm telling them right from wrong, I'm giving them sound advice that they should take. But a lot of times, because they think I know everything. Mommy thinks she know everything. Mommy always trying to tell us what to do. It's because mommy is smart and mommy knows. Mm-hmm. So mommy is trying to bring you up to mommy's speed. Mm-hmm. But they don't want to listen. Don't nobody want to listen to Missy. But hey, I'm not here to judge them. I'm just here to share the information. And that's how I feel. I don't feel like I be judging people. I feel like I'm just sharing information. And it's up to you to take it or not. But I don't think I'm like, when people say, "Oh, I do this." And now if you try to tell me to exercise and all that stuff, I might give you a little funny look for that. Because I'm already telling you I'm not doing it. So when you say, "Oh, let's go to the gym," babe, didn't I already tell you I don't do the gym? I done told you this now.
Well, that's how I feel.
Are you still going to the gym?
I have not, because my trainer, I got to go back to find out they got a new trainer. My trainer left.
You were that bad that you made the trainer quit?
No. I was good. She liked me. She was looking forward to fixing me up. I don't know what they did to her, but they left. She was good. When I say she was good, she was good. Because she had me looking forward to going back to the gym.
Yeah, because you really were. You were in it to win it for that week and a half, 2 weeks.
3
3 weeks.
Yeah.
I was being generous with the 2 weeks.
No, it was really 3 weeks.
It was 3. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
3 weeks. It was going on 4, but they canned her or something. I don't know. Okay. But anywho, but I digress.
How do you handle people who try to judge you or try to like put your perspective, your lifestyle perspective, like under scrutiny and try to down it or whatever because of a decision that you've decided this is the best way for you to move forward in your life?
I mean, for the most part, I'll explain to them. Some people I may explain to them, or give them an explanation as to why I'm doing this. This is for me. But for the most part, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I don't care. Because what you think about me is none of my business. Okay?
Even though we say that, it's not true.
I mean, for the most part, like I said, when we are not drinking now, with meeting people, the first thing that, maybe we could go out and get a drink or something. Well, okay, we can go out and get a drink. If I get there and I don't want to drink, and you be like, you want to drink? No, I don't drink.
Sometimes people encourage people to drink because, one, they don't want whoever they're around to be a sourpuss. And drinking does relax you sometimes. So, not you per se, I'm just talking about people in general. So, especially if it's like a little date situation now, some people may want you to get too relaxed.
Yeah. Well, I know that. I know.
But,
I sniff you out and I know you want what you want and you think you're going to get it.
So, so that might be a reason why they're trying to encourage you or encourage someone who doesn't drink to drink or encourage someone. I don't know why. Like, I don't care what people eat. Like when people say, you eat pork? Yes, I eat pork. Why you eat pork? Is that? I'm like, look, I ain't making you eat no pork.
Right.
And whatever I cook, if you think it's got pork, if you have to ask, because this is a pet peeve of mine. America, let me let you know what cooks my goose. You're at a social event where either a caterer has prepared the food or, some neighborhood people have prepared the food. And you go down the aisle holding the buffet line up, asking, how is this prepared? Now, the person who's serving the food, 9 times out of 10 was not the person who cooked the food. So they don't know. Right? So, my thing is, if you have to question it, just go past.
Right.
Don't hold up the line. Don't be asking, Sister Sadie, if this was cooked with pork or turkey. She don't know. She just dipping. That gets on my nerves. Yeah. So it ain't like you starving.
My son does that because he's Muslim. So he may.
So if it's a question, just bypass.
Well, yeah, for the most part, he will. If it looked like it might have been, and he typically knows soul food and how people cook it. He he knows if my mother cooked if 2 people bring string beans, he gonna ask which one is my mother's soybean, or he gonna be like, Mom, which one your string beans? This one over here, okay, so he know.
Right.
Which one your collard greens? This one over here, okay, he know.
Right.
But if he going to a function or whatever that's out there I don't think it bothers me to, I don't think it bothers me. If not that you say something, because I have been to functions with people like this, do they cook this in pork? And the person was like, oh, I don't know. Then they be like, oh, okay. For the most part, oh, okay. Then they just go on about their business.
Okay, I guess that's fine too. Mm-hmm. I just think if you have to question it, don't. Because I'll never forget.
Uh-oh.
I used to date a guy who was raised Muslim. And he did not eat pork, right? So he's at one of our family functions, right? And he asks Mommy or Maddie, is pork in there? And her reply was, I took the pork out. So some people know, ain't no pork in there because she done took the pork out. But clearly she cooked it in pork. You just, if he watches this, he's going to know. Shout out to you. That was funny, but yeah, because I do like events and stuff, I have a lot of event pet peeves. But I think that's because I'm like a party person. Mm-hmm. I get irritated with people saying, oh, you're in the line and they're giving you a piece of chicken. And you're like, oh no, I don't want that. I want a thigh. But then they can't even identify what a thigh is. I'm like, okay, so which piece of chicken you want? Young, that's you?
Yeah, I don't want the dark meat. I want the white meat. Can I get a wing and a breast? When I ate chicken.
I'm glad you gave chicken up.
I don't want no thighs. Keep no thighs over there. I got my own thighs.
You got your own breasts, according to this shirt.
That I do.
Oh, Lordy. So the other thing was, we were talking about surgery, like women and getting, well, not just women.
Yes.
Men getting surgery too.
Oh, yeah.
On the down low. They not letting us know.
You know who I know who we are. We all know LL Cool J be getting that surgery.
You lying.
LL Cool J got a lot of work done. You can't see his face.
You think?
I know.
I'm disappointed. No, I'm going to research this. Okay. I don't think so.
I'm certain he does.
Because he was always so handsome. I just think his maturity has kicked in. But I'm talking about, like, Kanye got lipo. Don't do that because other men have gotten, what's the other man? I think, is it Funk Flex, DJ Flex or something, the New York DJ. I want to say that he got like liposuction or something, tummy tuck or something. I don't know. No, maybe not a tummy tuck, but he got liposuction or abs put in or something. But anyway, so some people take a definite stance on you shouldn't get surgery, you shouldn't have surgery, blah blah blah. Some people just don't have surgery because they don't have the means to pay for the surgery. By the way,
give me some means.
Hashtag GoFundMe for her surgery.
Because I've been asking for some time, some years now.
Yeah.
Put it up, you know what?
Here's the thing.
What? A GoFundMe?
A GoFundMe for your surgery.
No, I don't want that because I can't do that when I be saying.
Another
we're gonna digress. We're gonna digress on this one. Let's talk about this thing with this surgery because okay, here's the thing. This brings me to a conversation I had with my trainer when I was going to the gym with her, and there was a young lady in the gym. Listen, there was a young lady in the gym, and when I say she was pow pow pow, I was like, oh snap! That's what I'm trying to get like. Yeah, so I said it to my trainer. Mm-hmm. I was like, yo, the young lady over there, that's my goal right there. So she said to me, all bought and paid for. And I said, I'm thinking to myself, what that? What's wrong with that? I like to buy me some of that. And so she was like, and she really got a little angry because she worked hard to get to where she was. She used to be overweight. She showed us pictures of her. Mm-hmm. And so she said, she got in that gym. She changed her lifestyle.
But see, that was her. See, there's many ways to get from point A to point B. There are many different journeys that people can take. Just as long as you get to your happy place, however you get there, I don't think anybody should judge you.
Right. So as the conversation went on and she was like, she did this, she got her butt done. She's like, and now she's bleaching her skin. And I'm like, okay, all right. But the way she said it, it was like she was saying it and it was like she was disgusted. She was disgusted by the young lady. And so I'm like, okay, hey, if she had the means to get it, then fine. Again, if Tyra had the means to get it, all of this will be gone.
Tyra, you don't even have no stomach. I got two.
I
got for every one stomach you have, I have two.
Lord Jesus. So I was talking to Missy, and I said, I didn't like that. I thought that was kind of mean and harsh for her to say that about that young lady. Because again, if I had the money, I would get it done too. But I know that there's a lot of people out there that frown upon that. Now, what she did say too was that what that young lady paid for, you already have. And we can work on you to get you there the natural way, and you can save your money. So she was like, and trust me, I mean, not to toot my own horn, but she said, when you walk in the gym, you should take a look at, because she said like pretty much all the trainers have said they wanted to work with me, and then also she was like, and there's a lot of people in here who are not trainers that's like, and that was probably because of the assets. That's the only thing I could think of. But again, I don't frown upon that. Now, what I don't like, I'm going to tell you what I don't like. I mean, and I know, I don't like all the people buying butts. I don't like the butt buying.
That's because you was born with one.
Yeah, because y'all don't know.
But let the record show
of having one.
This is the same thing about boobs.
Well, yeah.
People go buy boobs. I got them for free. I would like to donate some boobs.
Can you give me some?
I mean, they just get in my way. But God said I gotta kind of even this chick out. I'm gonna give her a winning personality, but I'm gonna have to give her a flat butt to kind of keep her in check. It's the truth. It is the truth. I've never ever had an issue with getting anything that I want, right? Like, whatever. But had I had a pot out, poo, 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 poo. I don't know. Missy probably be here getting arrested all the time for, indecent exposure, because I love, my body. I like to be free with it. I just love. So, but I don't love it to the point where I would just, I don't know, I might on any given day. It all depends on how I'm feeling that day. I just.
Well, I be trying to hide mine.
You can't hide it.
I know.
You cannot hide it. Why are you trying to hide it?
Well, because sometimes it brings too much unwanted attention. Like, I don't know if you wonder if you like me, or you looking at me and saying, "Oh yeah."
What difference does it make?
Or, "Oh, she got that kadonk," and
you can figure that out as you get to know somebody. You can't impose that on them from the very moment you meet, just because they're attracted to you. They got to be attracted to. Ha. You certainly are attracted to a certain type.
But they don't got no big butts.
She has a type. So if you don't fit into that
type. I don't have a type. Messy. We've had this discussion before. We have.
Remember Ugly Dude? You didn't give Ugly Dude.
Don't do that. I tried to step out of my box. I did.
Ugly Dude didn't have a chance. Sorry, Ugly Dude.
Don't say that. No, I gave Ugly Dude Ugly Dude quit me.
Probably because you was doing judgy eyes.
I was not judgy eyeing Ugly Dude.
You don't know when you doing judgy eyes.
I was not judgy eyeing. I was.
Ugly Dude ain't last a minute. But dig this. Remember last week?
What?
The Cougar Caller. He been around for years. That's her type.
No, it's not. I don't have a type. I don't. Please don't put me in that box.
You put yourself in the box.
I never was in the box. Everybody is different.
Okay.
You cannot say
I know.
such a thing.
A looks like B. B looks like D. D looks like this one. This one looks like this one.
That is
They
not
all could be
true.
cousins. They can take them to the family
That's
reunion.
not
They
true.
all
That's
related.
not true.
Yes,
Hey,
they are.
listen. All guys turn bald at a certain age.
And all of them had curly hair when they had hair. She knew. You knew from the beginning you wasn't having no coarse haired children. Let's just say that.
That's not true.
Now that I think about it, that might be a family trend.
Not true.
Not true.
Not true. Not true.
Not true.
Not true. Not true. Not true.
Not true.
No.
I'm thinking about it now. I'm dissecting this. I love the family, so don't y'all come at me. I'm just thinking, okay? But I'm thinking about. I'll tell you off the air. I'm gonna tell you exactly who I'm thinking about. You're just gonna blow your mind. You didn't even think I thought this hard.
I already know who you think.
Who? Say the initials.
No, because then they gonna know that we.
Okay, say it in my ear. That's old news. It's another one.
In the family? Yeah. Right now?
Yeah.
Who family? Who?
But I'm gonna tell you this. Now, in my family, most of us are dark, right? And one of my nephews said this, so I believe him. One of my nephews said, he getting tired of all these dark people. He gonna lighten the family up. That's what he said.
But keep it in perspective. Her nephews are all jokesters. They're funny.
But he wasn't joking.
Well, I know.
No, he really loved his wife. So. But and if you know my nephews, you knew which one. You know which one I'm talking about.
We all know. We all.
They would be like, Missy, put the cup down and don't be saying nothing. I mean, they gonna
call you.
Child, where have you been able to control your aunt's mouth ever?
But
even my youngest son, he all the girls that he dates, they all look alike. They all light with nice hair, wear it in a top knot, real slim. So I told him, I said, you better get you a little chocolate drop like your mother. He said, I'm good. What am I raising? Like what?
No.
Anyway, what was the topic?
Because he probably don't want to think about his mother when he kissed
a lot of guys pick women like their mothers.
Not my kids. They like, let me go get me this light chick over here. But it's okay. It's all good. He still loves his mama.
That's right.
That's
right.
Okay.
So
yes. But yeah, what were we talking about?
I do and you don't.
I do, you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so just to kind of bring this to a close with that portion of it. If a person say they don't drink, don't be looking at them all crazy side-eye because they say they don't drink. They don't want anything to drink. Okay? It's nothing wrong with a non-drinker. I'm a non-drinker. Well, I drink wine now. And
did you say you a non-drinker?
I'm a non-drinker. I'm a non-drinker.
Let me tell y'all, I literally just got off the plane like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
I was tired, and it was a girls' trip, which is going to be a whole nother episode. Girls' trip.
Yes. But don't look at people crazy like that because just because I don't drink, I have a natural high to me, so I know how to have fun without.
No. You are a lot more fun when you're drinking. I'm gonna let you know. Auntie may not approve, but I approve.
I'm a lot of fun when I don't drink. Look at me. Look, I'm fun. Hey, ain't this fun?
boring. But no,
I'm gonna can't say that. What you can't say that I sit there like this when I'm not.
Sometimes you do.
Well, that might sometimes have something on my mind if I'm doing that. But for the most part, music playing.
In music playing, you will get up.
I'm out there. I'm on a dance floor. I'm boogie and down by myself until somebody come and try to push up on me. Just because I'm on a dance floor enjoying myself, don't mean it's an open invitation to come all up on me like this.
Well, don't look. Let me tell you what you don't wear.
Well, what I don't do.
When a woman is dancing on the dance floor by herself, that seems to me would be an open invitation for somebody to come and dance.
Why am I supposed to dance by myself? If I like the song.
At home.
No.
You dance at home.
Absolutely
If you on the dance floor dancing.
I don't be doing all of that. That's you. You be doing all that. You be doing it.
Dancing.
No. I be like this. The music is...
That's an open invitation for somebody to come dance with
like,
you.
Hey, ho, ho. And then here they come all up on me. Get back. Ain't nobody let you do all that. Go on with all that. Go now. Go.
Not if go-go playing. I'm sorry. It's different rules for go-go. It's different. That's my favorite music to dance to. But you know what? You know who... Honestly, and I am trying to think more like this person, which may be controversial for some and, even weirder for others, is Kanye. Kanye really has how I think is how I think. And just because the masses say I should think this way or believe this way or act this way, I have to act that way. And he just said no. Now Kanye is a billionaire also, so he can do all that weird stuff. Yeah, but I'm a registered Republican. I've always been a registered Republican, which is surprising to a lot of people. Now I will say most times I vote Democrat, and how I think sometimes is not the regular. I always think differently. I have a different way of thinking sometimes.
I agree.
And I don't stray away from it. I'll tell people exactly why I think how I think. And I'm telling you don't have to agree with me. That ain't gonna change my mind.
I agree.
Yeah, so I think Kanye is like that free thinking. He's like my idol in that. Now, I'm not saying all aspects of Kanye I agree with, but I'm saying in terms of his zest for free thinking, I agree with Kanye. He's like my idol for that. Call us crazy, call us what you will, but hey, you never have to wonder about what I'm thinking.
But you know what? I think he is crazy, but
Kanye, don't sue me. Sue her.
I ain't got no money. What you gonna get from me, Kanye?
Sue 1P.
You better stay in line.
Sue 1P, not
you
this.
You better stand in line. I think that he's so and again he's a musical genius. He's a musical genius. I'll give him that. But I think that how sometimes people have so much money that they just do crazy stuff. Like Einstein has so much intelligence that he just was just crazy.
So you think he's a genius?
He's definitely a musical genius.
Now, of course, this last album, I tried to listen to it.
Well, that's because
it's too up here for me.
No, it's not even that it's too up there. He got all that money now, and now he's not applying himself as he did before he got that rich. Before, when he got that rich, he was into the music. Now he's like, I can put out anything and the masses is going to like it because it's me. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't think he applied himself. I don't know. I mean, I get it.
This is the same car, and I put a note on that thing. Why all the outside elements have to mess up our podcast every week? Last week it was the dogs. This week it's the freaking horn. I can't take it.
Maybe we should move our podcast. That's okay. We do it. We'll do it.
Next week is over to your house.
Yeah, we can do it that way.
Okay.
It's okay. But listen, again, yeah, Kanye has his way of thinking. You know what? I don't even want to even get into the Kanye thing because that's too much. It's too much. It's too much to.
Kanye has it. Kanye has it. Kanye thinks like I think. We don't have the same thoughts. We don't have. Well, I don't agree with every thought that he has.
Right.
But I like the way he is independent in his. He's able to have an independent thought.
Yeah.
I'll
give him that.
Right.
I'm gonna give him that.
And that's how I like to operate. I don't care, and I'm sure you've experienced this. Where you're telling me, Missy, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. And I'll be like, no, I don't think so.
I think I'm wrong. I think I'm right.
Right. I think
you say tomato, I say tomato.
Right. I'm good with it. I'm not
I'm like, oh my God.
She knows it. I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good with it.
Yes, you do that.
Yeah, I'm an independent thinker. I really don't care what other people I won't say I don't care what other people think, because at some level we all do. But I really don't care. I really don't care.
And I'm trying to be like that. But I will say this. Some things I don't care. I found that the older that I get, the less I care about. And again, that's why I keep saying, you know, what you think about me is none of my business. Because it did used to back in, you know, it used to bother me when people used to say that. Because, you know, I used to always say my thing was, when I leave this earth, I want everybody to think of me as a nice person, a really nice, kind person. And I really used to strive for that. But now,
but you shouldn't strive for it. You should just be a nice person.
Well, I am a nice person. Missy, I'm a nice person. You didn't say I'm not a nice person.
You know how like they say the undercurrent. Your undercurrent is nice.
So nice.
Your undercurrent is nice, but when the wave hits you,
yeah.
So you're
that.
You're like the ocean. Your undercurrent is nice, but when that wave hits you and knocks you down, it kind of takes away from the nice undercurrent.
Well, just in that moment.
In my opinion.
Okay. In that moment.
My opinion, right?
In that moment. But then I bounce back, I get back up, and then I'll be nice again. But I am stubborn. I give myself that. I'm definitely a stubborn person.
In general, overall, people think I'm a nice person. In general,
I think they do.
They really think I'm. And I had an ex who told me one time, he's like, people think you nice, but you really mean. He's like, you're not nice, you mean. And I said, I'm whatever you make me.
Ooh, I know that's right.
If you want nice Missy, you'll get nice Missy. But if you want direct Missy, because I'm not mean, I'm just direct sometimes. Mm-hmm. I try to be direct in a nice way. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know. So, but okay, so our topic was I do but you don't.
Right.
And the overall topic was judging. And we came to the consensus that judge not, and ye shall not be judged. Oh, where did I get that from? The Bible. Amen.
Amen.
But that's for real. Judge not, and ye shall not be judged. Because the moment you judge, you've set yourself up to be judged. When you place yourself on this pedestal, in terms of judging others, then you put yourself up to now be judged.
I try not to judge. I try not to
judge, but I do have an opinion about anything and everything. Mm-hmm. So just because I share my opinion doesn't mean I'm saying you're wrong. I'm just giving you my opinion.
I try not to judge, and I got that from my mom. When my mom was here, she would, like, if she saw somebody or something, and she go to make a comment, she'd be like, oh no, that's judging, Kathy. Don't do that. And then she would, pray and ask God to forgive her for judging or whatever. And that kind of stuck with me, because if we're in a car driving and you see somebody, you might see somebody like, oh, what the heck? hat on or something. And so now I'm a little more conscious of judging before, when I see people and don't want to say something, I'm like, girl, them damn tight. Or the young guys with them skinny jeans. You too fat to be wearing them skinny jeans. I try not to do that now.
I got on skinny jeans.
No, I'm talking guys.
Sometimes I look funny in skinny jeans.
I'm talking about when the jeans be so skinny and tight like this, and they be like, it's like they be like this down the bottom, and then up here.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Never mind. Anyway, I do, but you don't. If I don't drink, don't judge me and look at me all crazy because I don't drink. Okay.
Yes. Let's try to become a society that's more tolerant. It doesn't mean that you are approving of anybody's lifestyle decision, but you're more tolerant because somebody has to be tolerant of you.
Exactly. You may do something that others might look at.
So I think this was a nice episode. I don't know. Okay, so we got to figure out this travel schedule because she's going to be off to Greece. And then when she comes back from Greece, I'm going to a birthday celebration. So we don't want to take a break. So we'll figure it out because we love y'all. Oh, and you know what? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
You guys, we are trying.
Yes, we might do this live.
Want to interact with us too?
Yes. Yes.
That would help us with the dialogue.
Yes.
Go back and forth and open up. We get comments on things. Please, please, please
share, like, and subscribe because we needed 1,000 subscribers. Guess how many we got this week? 27.
27, and I know more than 27 people viewed this thing. So stop viewing and not subscribing. I promise you, we will
27.
We will not sell your information to the car warranty people.
They already got it. Unfortunately.
We won't. We just need you to
like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. If you watch and not like, share, subscribe. Oh, that's cute. We gotta figure out the one part, but yeah. Like, share, subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe.
What was that?
Just
give it a little something.
I like to dance.
Give it a little something. Anyway, it's time to say goodnight.
I'm so glad we had this time.
We can't use that. We already had that. Carol Burnett.
Okay, we can't do that. Do you know they used to call me Carol Burnett in school?
Why?
I'm going to tell you.
Mrs. Wiggins?
Yes!
That's what I be calling you, Miss. She looked like Mrs. Wiggins. Carol Burnett.
You know who you are. You used to tease me when we be in school.
Silky Shorts. She used to run track.
I did.
Silky Shorts. I used to just run the hallway.
Man, I can't run. No. I'm going to get back to running track. Sorry, no, I'm not. Sounded good saying it, though, didn't it?
Anyway, it's time for us to sign off. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Yeah. And for our closing little mantra, we're hope you please with 2 P's
in a podcast.
Good night.
Good night.